those BBLs be stinking. So you guys may have seen this online that BBL smells is trending. And there are a lot of reasons for that smell, but I think that I will tell you guys a story about a girl that I dated, and I took her out. She had a BBL. Her body looked crazy good. Like, she had it done right. Her whole body looked amazing. So we linked up and we went out, had a really good time. We went to a Lakers game and then went to a spot by LA Live and had some dinner. Had a really good time. And so she was like, "So what you trying to do?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go back to my place and relax, have a nightcap and see where it takes us." So we drive back to my spot. And so light the candles, get the music going, open up a bottle of champagne, and we sitting there and we having a nice vibe. And, we started getting into it and everything, and clothes started to come off. And she wanted to give me a little show. So she was like, "Just stand right there." And so, like, she took off everything very seductively and got on my bed and started twerking that thing, right? And I was like, "What the hell?" Because at this point, she got nothing on. And I smelled this smell, and it hits my nose. The shit was like a salt of my nose. I'm like, "What the hell?" And so I'm like, "Baby, uh, not to be rude, but I know we had a long day. You're not smelling that fresh down there. I think you need to get into the shower and go ahead and freshen up." And she looked at me so embarrassed. I did it as gently as I could, but what I realized is if someone has had a normal size behind for all of their life, and then they switch up, and now they got this big BBL, they have to reach back there and really clean. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not used to doing that, they might not know that, hey, you sweat differently. Everything is different when you add that much more meat back there. That thing can't breathe as good. And so she ended up getting in the shower and everything. I had everything that she needed. And I ended up clapping them cheeks. And it was much better.
This guy.
Some people, the smell, I think her smell was coming from just not being able to get back there and clean properly. But some people's smell is coming from what the excretions and
They don't miss that sound at all.
with the fat that they've actually put in to their bodies. So, BBLs for me is just for fun. Those women are for fun. Like, you can't take women with BBLs, in my opinion, to parent teacher conferences. They big old ass knocking over.
All right, listen, y'all. One, all right. And here's my take on that. Shout out to my new subscribers, old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Well, if you guys would be possible. Listen, my take on this BBL subject is that it's a bad hygiene thing. These guys weren't getting a hold to these women before the BBL, and I guarantee you their cooters were stanking before. And it's not just the BBL. Okay?
As someone who's Dominican, I'm going to explain the BBL smell.
Look, let's go ahead and go back to some woman-splaining.
So everybody has just started talking about this, but honestly, the smell doesn't come from the butt or from the vag. The smell comes from the fat excretions that are coming out. So when women have...
We don't care. We don't care. It's disgusting. Why do they get to explain away all their disgusting things that they got going on that, aren't necessarily needed to happen? But, they're always bashing guys and calling us funky and everything else.
BBLs do not cause body odor. And no, I don't care what any man said about any woman. Don't tell that to me or I'm going to get very active.
I don't care how active you think you're going to get. Look what I just did. Took care of that.
Told me that a lot of y'all be stinking. Y'all come for the mess. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if what she's saying is true or not, because I'm not a guy, nor am I a girl that's been around a BBL baddie. But one thing I will say is I'm not here to disrespect any female or put them down. My only advice is, being that you have a new body and you have, a shapely figure, you never have a The best thing you can do for yourself is at least learn how to take proper care. I know it might be very difficult when you're sore to clean. All right, listen. The point in that is to let it be known that men are voicing out. They're letting it be known that we don't appreciate these bad built, you know, an ant's life type built women, and the BBLs are stanking. And I'm telling you, it's not just that. See, women always have excuses. Just like before, it was the coochie stinks because guys, knock off the pH balance. Now it stinks because the BBLs are, no, y'all just stink. You're not really good at taking care of yourselves. The average American woman does not take care of herself very well. They have poor hygiene. That's why a lot of guys always tell y'all, don't be going down on these women because the hygiene is trash. And you don't know you're putting your mouth on because these women are trifling. They will take a shower, but they'll still go to the bathroom before they let you, come over. So they'll be sitting on the toilet. And then you'll come over and some of you guys will let them sit on your face. They're just nasty like that, man. Look, y'all, I'm doing things differently. So bear with me. It's a thing. There we go. Let's get this party started. I just wanted to start that off. Start the day off. A video or those videos so you guys can understand that there's always an excuse from the modern woman for the triflingness in this country, and you don't hear about these kind of things from any other country. There's not videos being posted about women with feminine odor, and they're just trying to blame it on the BBL. No, these women stunk before they got the BBLs. Then they got the BBLs, and it's making the stink worse. The stank worse. It's going to be a whole thing. If you thought stank cooch was bad before, the new levels of stank cooch is going to be crazy. So y'all are running around trying to look good and stanking the whole time. See what I'm saying, man? Do something with this. I'm trying to work on this audio, you guys. Maybe I'll turn it down. Maybe that'll help it out. Turn it down a little bit more. Yeah, so listen, guys. Right now, you need to stay on your purpose. Like I've been saying, plenty of times before, stay on your purpose. Find a way to, make money where you don't have to go into a 9-to-5. Get yourself together and try to make your way overseas. Listen, there aren't any women left here in the States. It's not worth your time. I don't really even understand why you're even doing it to yourself. But it's not worth your time. Go on ahead. Look, they got these bad built, an ant's life type chicks, and the BBL is stanking. The coochie was stanking before they got the BBL. So now you got the double whammy. You're getting hit, and if they ain't washing their ass right, then you're getting triple hit. It's what are you doing with yourself? They're not even washing their butts that often before they get the BBL. Then they get the BBL and they're not wiping their butts right and not washing it that often, and then shoving it in tight clothes just for pictures, so the smell's worse. Now I did watch one video where I agree with this one woman where a lot of these guys are saying it's a BBL, and it's not. It's the woman. The woman stinks. Her coochie stinks. A lot of guys haven't had stank coochie. They ain't been with enough women to have ran into stank cooch. And when you do run into it, you never forget. You do everything that you can to avoid the type of woman that you ran into that caused that, that smell, what I'm saying, for you to be traumatized like that. So,
if you get traumatized, don't just think it's the BBL. More likely, she just stinks. She's a trifling chick. With that being said, guys out here, we're doing everything that we got to do. We're keeping it natural. And that's why, a lot of women are really interested in the American man right now all across the world, because the American dollar goes a long way. And a man of value across any country, any, area that's occupied with people, that's civilized, you have to earn your keep. And you earn your keep by being a man of value. You have to have value. You know what I'm saying? And your value comes a lot from, what you can provide. And a lot of providing comes from your provision of money. All right? And your money goes longer in other countries, and these countries are more traditional. Whereas here, you're not going to get respected. The foreign women are waiting for us, arms wide open. And the American women, for the most part, they're competing with you on a regular basis. They're taking your journey, butchering it. And, anytime I hear a woman talk about the spiritual journey, it's so weird to me, because a lot of guys don't really talk about it because they don't want to sound corny. But a woman will talk about it and never even went through it. A woman will talk about it, and it's just another excuse, like, the excuse they used to have of going to the church after being out in the streets and 304 in it. You know what I'm saying? It's just another get out of jail free card. And it's a real journey for men. And I guess it can be for women, but a lot of women really are doing it right. They're really still messing around with exes and narcissistic dudes while they're supposed to be going through a spiritual journey and awakening. Then what they'll do is they'll go online and see people, mainly men, that have actually gone through it, and just take different talking points and different things these guys are saying, run with it back to whatever channels or, whatever group of women they work with or know, or family members, and regurgitate the information. And all the women are like, oh my God, you're so enlightened. They do this all the time, man. And the craziest part about it also, these women fool themselves into thinking that this regurgitated information they overheard a man say, they can say it to a man and we not be able to call it out. No, listen, we'll see it. We'll see it. We'll call it out. Super early. You guys, I plan on going live a lot today. The channel is going to be, undergoing some changes. I want to bring you guys in on the journey because I know you guys are doing it, but I want to show what we're doing on a daily basis. You have a lot of people hijacking what you're doing. A lot of females. So if you get out here and show the real work that you're doing, it can't be mimicked. It can't be impersonated by the fakes. They're just talking about it. I actually get up at 3. I work out. I write down what I got to get done, and I move. But see, online, people can tell you what they're doing and not really live that way, And I see a lot of these fakes doing this stuff. So if I get out here and show you guys, even if they mimic me, they're basically becoming a better version of themselves anyway, but they'll never be able to do it like me. Let me tell you why. It took me to inspire them, and they should be looking at that as inspiration to motivate them to do things that they like to do. But if they mimic things that I do directly, which are things I like to do, they're going to fall off because it's not something they really want to do. So even if they do it for a little while, a kind of sort of long while, but not that long, they're going to fall off from it. They're not going to do it with the same enthusiasm as I will have with it. And they will not edit the videos the same way I will, and post the things the same way I will, because the energy won't be the same. See, the spirit of mimicking people, it goes deeper, like I was saying the other day. than just copying what someone does. These people are trying to take the essence of your soul. They're trying to ride your wave. They're trying to circumvent. They're trying to hijack a wave that they see that you have. And they're hoping they're able to do it before you get that big. See, I can see how content creators move. They steal, they hijack, and they hope they can take what they can before somebody gets big, or hoping somebody quits, or before anyone notices them. And this way it seems that they're always coming up with new ideas when really they're just stealing stuff from other people. But this has been the tale, since the beginning of time, man. There's gifted people and then there's thieves. I said all that to say this. The men are doing the work. We're doing the work, and the proof is going to be shown through the results. The women that are faking it, everything is falling apart, and they're wigging out. Listen, there's a lot of women showing their attitudes online for no good reason. We don't want to see it. It's not being received well, but they don't really care. They're still doing it. Stay focused on your purpose. They don't like seeing you shine. They don't like seeing that you don't need anyone to help you. They don't like seeing you operating from the energy of supreme confidence that you can only get from God's light that's inside of you. They don't have that light. They want to mimic it. They want to hijack it. They want people to receive them the same way people receive you with that light, but it's not possible. You can't take it. It's not something that you can put on. It's not a cadence you can pick up. It's not a way of dressing. It's not taking certain color schemes. It's not decorating your background aesthetically the same way. It's not none of that stuff. It's not trying to drop your videos at the same time that I do. It's not trying to adjust how long your videos are by how the length that I set mine. It's got nothing to do with that. You're not taking the influence that's given to you. You're not using it properly. You're trying to steal and hijack instead of being inspired and motivated. It doesn't work out well. And the result will be you won't be able to get what you want. And you'll think you have everything, but you won't have a man. You won't have a man. So, I'm saying, do what you want to do. I got to put my videos out here letting y'all know what I see. And it's fine. We don't mind y'all copying us, mimicking us. Everybody's going to work, man. I don't want to get ran over. So I'm going to step over here and I'm going to finish my video so I can walk across the road and not get hit because they are flying. It must be late. I know they're pissed off that I'm out here doing what I'm doing, but I'm working as well. But you guys, what I'm saying, just, continue on your journey, man. Don't listen to any of these Western women. Man, they are over here kicking and screaming, throwing tantrums online, throwing shade, throwing full out bombs at times. They don't care. They are mad. They're mad, man. So just let them be mad. Don't engage. You know what I'm saying? I can see the hate in their eyes, man. I'm seeing these women that have the big mouths, the big mouth YouTubers and stuff like that, content creators. And it's the malice. It's the malice in their eyes. They hate us, gentlemen. They hate us. So, fuck them. We got better options. Maintain your frame. Get your money right. escape the matrix, and go overseas. Have nothing else to tell you for right now. I'll be back on here in a couple hours or an hour or something. But I'm figuring out something and I'm working something new, you guys. I'm working on something new, okay? But I'm going to drop this video and then I'm going to go live on TikTok and work out. And then I'll be back on here and drop another video where, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking a little bit deeper because I've worked out already. Y'all know how the first videos go of the day. I got to get my rhythm, man. It's like ring rust when you first get up in the AM